Ayan. So, sobrang privilege po tayo na magiging guest natin si Sir Pab Villegas, ang expert sa agriculture, sa agribusiness, value chain, ano po sir?
Agro-based industries.
Agro-based industries.
Yeah. But of course, food security, food and nutrition security.
Ayan.
Yeah.
So, na-amaze ako dahil kanina over lunch, nagkakwento si sir. Nagulat ako doon sa kanyang expertise.
Yeah, hindi naman. Walang yun.
Okay, sir. Sir, sa agriculture, sir, ano yung pinaka... kasi I understand you're also a banker. Galing kayo sa land bank.
Development banker ako.
Galing kayo sa international organization. So, marami kayong consultancy. Yeah. Sir, sa agriculture, ano yung pinaka-main na tinuturo ninyo? Available na po ang Agribusiness merch sa Shopee. Ang link nasa description box. Tuloy na ang Agribusiness Meet and Greet sa August 18, 2024. Gaganapin po yan sa Gazebo Royal, sa Visayas Avenue, sa Quezon City. Strictly no walk-in. Kaya mag-register na habang mayroon tayong early bird promo from 3,000 pesos to 2,500 pesos na lang. Kasama dyan ang dinner buffet. Makakasama ninyo, makakausap ninyo ang iba't ibang naging guest dito sa Agribusiness. Plus, meron tayong mga guest speakers na talagang special at kayo naman talaga ay i-inspire nila sa kanilang mga success stories.
Ganito yun eh. Ang akin talagang advocacy is really total, holistic agriculture. No?
Okay.
But when you talk of agriculture, nung panahon nung mga 70s, then you had the Green Revolution.
Okay.
So, originally, my father is an organic farmer, no? Was an organic farmer, no? Kasi patay na siya. And then after that, we were taught in the Green Revolution, so yun yung gumamit ka na ng chemical. Agrochemicals came into the picture. So that was part of my training, I would say, that I have to unlearn from the University of the Philippines. No? So after that, I did, no? I was employed in the UP College of Business Administration, now Virata School of Business. So that's where my agribusiness knowledge came in. No? I was doing case research, writing cases. I was trained by Harvard University professors, And then, yung doon, pumasok na yung concept of agribusiness, si Ray Goldberg. Nung agriculture, yun na yung grupo ba na Getting Agriculture Moving, yon ni Arthur Moser. Then, then from the College of Business, I moved on to the agriculture. I worked with Secretary Tanco, and the President Marcos, Then I was actually I did not apply sa Land Bank, so I was really invited by them to join them. So I joined Land Bank in 1975 up to 1988, practically 15 years yun, So I grew up from the ranks. At least sa UP, I brought my expertise sa agribusiness, because agribusiness actually is dapat marunong ka ng agriculture. Yung technical agriculture, I was trained as an agriculture economist, but I would say that our curriculum was very, very broad and comprehensive. So you learn soils, you learn agronomy, you learn pigs and livestock. You learn basic microbiology, plant pathology. So lahat, engineering. So that reinforces my knowledge. So when I joined Land Bank, then I now shifted to development banking.
Okay.
So yun na yun. Now I have to work directly with the farmers. So Ako yung champion ng mga magsasaka nung sa land bank, kami. And marami rin kaming interviewer sa land bank because, you know, the bankers, the accountants, the lawyers, panay profit ang mga yan eh.
Okay.
At saka yung paikwente eh. Anong kikitain dyan,
Okay.
anong collateral yan.
Aha.
Okay. So, iba naman yung thinking. So, sabi ko nga, I work with Berata in the College of Business. Pagdating ng land bank, siya pa rin ang chairman namin as Secretary of Finance. No? Yun ang aming kwento. So, with Mr. Basilio Stanislao, very good man. No? So, parang kami nag-aaway sa land bank kasi yung pang-commercial banking hindi pwede sa development banking.
Okay.
Hindi pwede sa banking with the poor.
Okay.
So, slowly, we practically develop a bank for the poor within the land bank. We call it, so this is an agrarian banking. Agri-aga banking kami.
Okay.
We created our own field offices, our own, yung parang counterpart ng branches. And so we were practically in honeymoon and harmony with the farmers. So naroon kami. And that was the greatest, you know, position that I have had. So I grew up from the rank, became vice president. I think I became vice president at the age of 35, 36.
The age of 35.
But I retired very early. So, nagawa namin yun. The Stan was there. So, we were, no, for example, in development banking, rule of thumb namin, do not lend what you cannot collect. Mabigat yun. Mabigat boss yun. So, ibig sabihin nun, kinakailangan may technology, kinakailangan yung mga tao ko are trained on technology, agriculture technology, something that will give productivity, something that will give, you know, surplus production, no? Something that will enable them to earn income to pay for the loans,
Okay.
no? So that is the agribusiness. So agriculture is focusing on technology, focusing on productivities. Productivity.
Crop production.
Crop production. Well, it's livestock basta. Productivity.
Okay.
So when you talk of, tinatawag ka diyang, tawag namin dyan in economics, the total factor productivity. So not only in technology, but you must, yung how you use the land, labor, capital management. Yun yung total factor productivity. So, we must be able to apply that sa agriculture, sa situation na yan, no? After that, yun na nga, ang nangyari ngayon, so ang objective ng agribusiness is basically creating wealth,
Yes.
creating rural wealth.
Yes.
When you create rural wealth, you liberate farmers from poverty. Ngayon, may rule of thumb ako dyan kasi yung mga programa, kaya nasa land bank pa ako, naroon na kami. Kasi kami, income yung aming measurement.
Okay.
Pag walang income, hindi makakabayad.
Okay.
So, kailangan magkaroon ng income. Itong ating program sa gobyerno, hindi yun ang target eh. Pupunta sila sa productivity, pupunta sila kung no? Productivity, hindi naman yun. But farmer, poorer and poorer. At saka, ang farmer, under a cost price squeeze, meaning, yun na, agribusiness ito, pagbili mo ng inputs, mahal. Pagbili mo ng,
Bebenta yung
mabenta mo yung output, mura.
Oh.
Ay di squeeze. Yan ang tawag doon, cost price squeeze.
Okay.
Para kang may dagat dyan sa kwan ko. May balisong dito. Tutusukin ka na lang. So, ang ibig sabihin, kung mag-develop mo yung farmer, kumita siya, and the key is diversification. Hindi pwedeng monocropping eh. Kaya yung programa natin ng monocropping, yung programa ng mga, they call it banner program for rice, corn, you cannot make money from monocropping. Especially yung farmer's income, yung size of farm nila maliit na. Formerly, we talk of 3-5 hectares
Yes.
at the beginning of the reform under Marcos, no? But now, wala na.
Nahati-hati ulit.
Wala na. It's actually, by some figures, it's only between 1 and 1.5%. 1.5. So, nung una siguro monocropping ng rice, kung makapag magandang productivity mo, kaya pa. Ngayon, hindi na kakayanin. Kailangan ng isang pamilya, yung poverty line na tinatawag, ay $2 per day For a family of 5, ibig sabihin, $10 per day. Okay? $10 per day. Lagay mo na lang sa 50. 58 na ngayon eh. O di meron siyang 500. So, a family must have 500 pesos
Income per day.
So, he is on poverty. At that
On
income.
poverty pa yan.
Poverty yun. Eh, paano ng farmer? Kumikita pa rin ng farmer. Hindi. Kaya ang aming prescription, even when I was with the land bank, ano itatanim mo sa lupa, anong pwede mong gawin outside the lupa, yung mga off-farm enterprise, at anong hanap buhay, yung magagawa ng iyong other member. Ngayon, walang problema masyado. Infrastructure, industries, yung services industries, narin siya. So, every family can have 1 or 2 that can be employed. So, easily, they can make income of, supposedly, with 50%, if they make 15,000 from agriculture, maybe they get another 15,000 sa non-farm income, 30,000. That is above poverty line. Dapat ganoon. And then, as you move along, punta ka ng agro-based industries, another income opportunity yan. Value adding. So, yun na yung processing. Di, ang babasaging mo, binibili mo lang ng 50. Ay kung magawa mo banana chips, yung ganina, kagawa yung moringa mo, binili mo ng 10 pesos, madry mo. 100, magiging 300, magiging 500 pesos yun. 250, ganun. Sa kilo. Pero, you need 10 kilos to 1. So, kita ka na malaki pa rin. Yun.
Sir,
so, sige, go ahead.
balikan ko lang, sir, yung sinabi mo kanina doon sa umpisa na you mentioned na yung productivity, di ba? Para maging productive yung farmer.
Yes.
May kailangan.
Yes.
Di ba? Yung kailangan something like
The technology.
Technology. Ito ba yung
finance.
equipments?
Equipments, yes.
Doon,
Kasama doon yung software at hardware. No? Yung software, yun yung technology. Yun yung breeds, yung mga high-yielding varieties, no? Yung mga magbibigay ng kwan, no? Tsaka yung hindi masyado mataas ang cost of production, you don't use practically chemicals, costly chemicals to support it. Yun na yung appropriate technology. And then, yung isa naman, then you move on to, dahil ang labor nga nagiging scarce, magmamahal ang labor because of the demand, mamura naman yung agricultural labor. So, labor is shifting to high-value employment.
Okay.
So, kailangan mo ngayon, pasukan na ng mechanization.
Okay.
No, kailangan mo pasukan na ng, tractor, etc. Ganon. So, but you cannot own naman. If you are a small farmer, how can you own a tractor?
Yes.
So, tapasok na ngayon yung reform mo, yung sa tawag natin na restructuring ng farming. Meaning, kailangan ngayon, hindi nagla-reform ng balita. Paano mo babalikan mo ulit? Paano mo na naman, anong mechanism mo to consolidate? Paano mo i-cluster yan? And then, paano mag-organize ng kooperatiba or ng association, functional. So, pagdating nga doon, sabi ko, pagdating mo na agro-based industry, may work creation ka, sunod yan doon yung value adding na, value chain na yan. So, for example, coconut. Ang coconut mo, dependent. Coconut farmers are poor kasi copra. So, copra, 70, 80 years na tayo dyan. Farmers, one of the poorest farmers is the coconut farmer.
Okay.
Kasi copra is low. The prices are dictated by the traders, by the monopolies, oligopolies, nariyan. So, ano nga gagawin mo? So, forget copra. Policy is, stop or reduce, copra making. And then shift to high value products ng coconut. Diba? Okay. Punta ka ng mga papasok na dyan yung virgin coconut oil, papasok na yung mga syrup, papasok na yung mga
sugar,
activated, yung cocoa sugar, activated carbon, yung ginagamit mo mga hash to carbon. Yeah. So, wala kayo tatapos sa coconut eh. It's just like the pig, every part of the coconut can be transformed into cash. Baro, no? Diba? Including the bunot, no? Ito nga, I just imported, for example, yung coco pit. Kung doon pa kumuha sa Aurora, Nila ng kaibigan ko. 150 pesos, 200 pesos sa isang bag. And yet, that's very important for my vanilla, for my panyer, for my, yung kokopit. So, very high value na. So, ganun ngayon. Ngayon, ang aming suggestion, kay Secretary Kawan, dalawa yun eh. Unang-una, paano ka magre-replant? How do you increase productivity of existing coconut?
Okay.
And how do you replant aging trees? Yun muna ang isang kwan. Macro level yon. So, kailangan mo seedling. Paano ka makakauna ng seedling? Kailangan mo ngayon dyan sa seedling, private sector initiated. Kasi yung
mga nurseries?
Mga nurseries should be run by private sector. Let the private sector say produce 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 seedlings. Sell it back to the government.
Okay.
And then then the government can replant.
Yeah.
Give it to the farmers.
To the farmers.
Then that cocoa levy fund will have some benefits to show. At the moment, wala eh. Because yun nga, kopra pa rin. Wala namang kwan. Until now. How many years na yan na pumasok na nga yung bagong batas? Coconut Farmers and Industry Development Plan. Ano pala ngayon, may bagong administrator ng PCA. Technocrat yan. Tsaka mayroong former ko namin sa Batangas former board member. Si Dr. Butid, no? So mukhang receptive si Dr. Butid. Ang formula namin is established now spokes, yung mga community-based, 2,000, yung mga magpo-processing ka ng 2,000 nuts per day. Ngayon, kung itong spokes na ito, mga sabi mo around 8 to 10, nagti 2,000, so yung 20,000 na nuts mo, doon na sa hub. Yun na yung secondary, tertiary processing. Primary processing dito sa spokes, secondary, tertiary. Ano ng product natin? Iba na ito. Laurine na tayo. Medium chain triglyceride. Pasok na tayo ng market natin coconut syrup. Wala na tayo. Globally, we can help solve the pandemic, the diabetes pandemic. Because Coca-Cola now will introduce a new product, anti-diabetic. Cocoa syrup yun. Low glycemic index. Something like that. And then you have many BC for health. You have marami kang product na magagawa dyan. Cocoa water. So, nag-iba na yung configuration. Yun yung sinasabi nating value chain. Yung napasok na doon sa agriculture, putting it to agribusiness, and eventually to agro-based industrialization. Yun.
Sir, okay. Dito lang po muna tayo sa coconut, sir, no?
Okay.
Ever since, di ba, ang Philippines kasama sa top producer ng coconut, di ba? I think number 3 ba? Or
number 1.
Number 1. Number 1 in the world. Ang Philippines. Okay. Sir, at present, kumusta? Ano ba ang status talaga?
Wala na. Disgrasya na tayo. We have been dislodged by long time ago by Indonesia.
By Indonesia.
Yung number 1. But I worked in Indonesia for 1 year. I was team leader of World Bank in the restructuring of agro-based industries of Indonesia. And one of them is coconut, but I focus on palm oil and also on sardines and tuna, no?
Okay.
Pero coconut was one of them. So, ang kaibahan, there is a huge domestic demand for coconut among Indonesian. So, ang presyo mo relatively better. They use it more for food, not copra. So that's why we were the biggest exporter of coconut because we are producing coconut oil from copra. Yun ang lesson. Kaya nila kasi marami rin sila halos nanalo, but sila hindi ganon dahil most of their coconut they consume. That's why they are healthy. Ang poverty level nila, even in coconut, mababa. I think the poverty rate of Indonesia now is already on around 10-12% against their poverty level natin sa rice, corn, fish at saka itong coconut. Naroon tayo sa 30%, bumalik na naman. Nung panahon nito 30, initially before pandemic, naroon na tayo sa 18 16, 18 kaya lang, with the pandemic, bagsak na naman tayo sa ngayon yata 28%. 30, then 28%. So, naroon ngayon ang pagkakaiba ngayon, Dahil sila nakapag-export na ng diversified, tsaka yung kanilang palm oil industry.
Okay.
Very by one. So, ang export ng agriculture export ng Indonesia is huge. They're already in the mga 40 to 60 billion dollars siya. Along with Thailand, along with Vietnam. Tayo, nasa 7 billion lang tayo. So, anong gagawin natin? Mainly from coconut, from pineapple, from bananas, yun lang. So, nasa mga 5-6 billion dollars. Talo tayo.
Sir, once and for all, paano masusolusyonan itong coconut industry?
Yun na. Yung ginagawa namin, suggestion namin kay Secretary.
Kay Secretary.
Okay, yung massive replanting. Okay? But you need private sector to produce a seedling. And more than that, there is a technology in Mexico where they can produce from mule. Yung tissue culture, 10,000 seedlings. Of course, may mortality naman yun. But kahit na sabihin mo 1,000 lang, napakalaking bagay nyo kaysa isahin mo yung 1,000 coconut na patubuin. Okay? So we can expedite. President Marcos said he would like, as legacy, to replant 100 million coconut seedling. Siguro, sabihin natin, it's a good dream. Pero baka suntok sa buwan pa yan at this moment. Hindi natin alam. That's one. Pangalawa, increasing the productivity of existing coconut. Baron kang gagawin mo dyan yung rejuvenation ng coconut land, kailangan mo dyan balanced fertilization. Okay. Balanced fertilization. Kailangan mo dyan also
hindi pa alam ng mga farmer ngayon yan na kailangan.
Hindi, yun na nga pinag-usapan namin ni Secretary. Kami sa PKP, Philippine Chamber of Agriculture and Fisheries, we invite you to be there, no?
Yes, yes.
Kami, sinabi namin kay Secretary na kinakailangan na matulungan na mag-produce muna ng maraming seedling.
Okay.
And then yung sabi niya na, for example, sabi ni Secretary, kinu-question niya yung, for example, last year daw, nakapagtalim sila ng 1.7 million seedlings. Sabi ni Secretary na, sabi kaya. Pwede ba ikamakita? Sabi rin namin sa kan. So, and then now, 8.5 million seedlings yung puprodusin. Nasaan yung coconuts? Kagaya ito, ilan lang ito yung coconut ko doon, nakita mo, na ilan lang yung makukuha mo sa kanya, no? So, we are not optimistic that PCA will have the capacity to do it alone. It has to be under private-public sector partnership. And it has to be in a commercial manner where private sector investment can be recouped even on a, say, 25 to 30% return on investment. That's big enough.
Okay. Ano po ang reaction ng private sector?
Well, they will plan, they will participate if the price is right.
Okay. What is right, sir?
Well, for example, I told the Secretary the price of seedling, maybe we can produce it 200 to 300 to 250. So maybe it can be, the government can buy it 300, 350. Maybe. Because we need to really look at the configuration. No? Depends on how much the seedling will cost. Okay. And how much they will transfer it to us. So if they are transferring it to us free, then we can reduce the cost of production. So now, and myself and our cooperative, the Malvar Organic, we are planning to produce 20,000 seedlings, no? But a guy like Billy Gualberto, who is an agro-industrialist, he can produce 100,000, 200,000 seedlings. If they can give him the seedlings, and they will buy back at a good price. Sabi nga ni Billy, well, if they buy back at because I have some of the infrastructures already, I don't have to start from scratch. If they buy back at 350, I think I can do it. But yun ang issue. So, pinagagawa ni Secretary yun. May instructions sa kanila. Tsaka pangalawa, yung concept ng processing. Yung agro-industrialization solution is to put the spokes or the village or multi-village processing and then the hub, which will be where this primary processed products will be further transformed into high value, globally competitive products. No?
Sir, going back tayo doon sa farmers. Sa farmers level, yung maliliit.
Yes.
Okay, yan yung nakikita nating solution. Kailangan na magtanim
Yeah.
ng marami, ng bagong varieties
Yeah.
probably, no? Na mas high yielding or mas commercially
Ah.
viable.
Yes.
Paano natin i-convince yung small farmers who are in right now? Meron nga silang tanim, hindi nga sila kumikita.
Yeah.
Magtatanim ka ulit.
Ganito yon. Ang suggestion namin kay Secretary, we have to strengthen, we have to be sure that there is a strong receiving mechanism sa grassroots level.
Yes.
It cannot be individual It can no longer. Unless yung mga malalaki, yung mga big farms, okay lang yun. But just like our small and medium industry, they're only 1 to 2% of the entire population.
Yes,
It's still smallholder.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, the key there is, I told the Secretary and also admin, there is a mechanism, they call it the Philippine Agriculture and Fishery Council.
Okay.
It's top down. So, it's top down. You have a delivery system, but there is no receiving mechanism na organized, etc.
Yes.
So, reverse natin. It has to be bottom up. Organized, socially prepared, organize them initially into functional organizations, registered with the Department of Labor and Employment initially, because CDA does not do developmental work. They're basically like SEC that register. So what happened? Only up to registration. There is no developmental work. So under this concept, magtatrabaho ngayon yung Municipal Agriculture and Fishery Council, which is private government kanyan, arm din yan, ng private at saka private sector led yan. Tapos yung MAU, yung inatasan na decentralized mo, they're in charge of agriculture. And the thirdly, ay more functioning, ay more developed cooperative, multi-purpose cooperative at that. So they can participate as partner of the micro
Sir,
something like that. So yung social preparation, community organizing, and functional organizations happening.
Okay.
Functioning at the farm level.
Okay, sir. But right now, at present, maraming mga farmers group already.
Yes.
Marami ng cooperatives.
Yes.
It seems hindi nila nagagawa ito.
Yeah.
So are we going to build a new organizations?
We will build on those organizations, but we will embark on massive capacity building. The secretary said, if we need to hire thousands of people to be able to organize them properly, for them to function properly, and for them to receive our, the subsidy, the loans that we will provide to them, so be it. I think this secretary is different.
Okay.
When I have worked with Secretary Tanco, Escudero, si Willie Dar, siya, and I have seen the others, no? Sina Dominguez, etc., no? Itong secretary nito, private sector led, para ito yung dating boss ko, si Secretary Tanco. Mukhang ito may passion for results.
Okay.
May passion for seeing that farmers earn their living. Farmers will be liberated from poverty. Parang ganun ang tingin ko sa kanya.
Okay.
Kaya lang, ang problema natin, there are many forces operating on him from top down. Dito. So, hindi natin alam up to what extent he can. For example, one example is the rice tariffication law. That happened, immediately lumabas yung reduction ng tariff from 35, to 50 now. No?
Okay,
Hindi
sir.
na konsulta yung Secretary of Agriculture. And a decision has been made at the level without even consulting the Secretary of Agriculture. Yun ang
Diretso
sinasabi
na.
siya. Diretso na. The Secretary is a member of the Cabinet.
Okay.
Up to what extent can he objectively perform his function without any meddling or without somebody else stepping on his toes without his knowledge, and then here comes a policy that is anti-farmer, anti-producer.
Okay.
So yun ang problema.
Okay, sir. Na-mention mo yung rice tariffication law
Yeah.
na revise nila.
Yeah.
Yung unang version, nakita naman natin nag-suffer yung farmers.
Suffering.
And dito sa bagong revision, what will happen?
Well, it will not be, I don't think it will create an impact because you know, ilagay mo na lang, sabi mo, that the farmers get from the tax, no, na babawas pa nga, na-reduce pa. Yung level ng tarification, ng tarif na mga wala. What can, in the rice industry or agriculture, in that particular, considering that rice is the most dominant crop,
Okay.
pare, a 10 billion, 15 billion intervention will not make a dent. Believe me. I'm a development banker. Sinabi nga ni Secretary, makinig kayo, development banker si Mr. Villegas. So, yun ang problema. My own estimates, kaya itong ganun suggestion ko why don't you package a 1 trillion support, direct support sa farmer?
Okay.
With market, government to buy it, direct corporations to buy the producer, direct kadiwa, lahat yan. Private sector, let's patronize. Direct them to buy. There is a sagip-saka law. So implement sagip-saka law. Yun yun. Pangilinan na law yun. Na where you provide direct, wala na mga bidding, yung bidding mo has been reduced, provided basta ang farmer at saka cooperative directly selling to the end user, wala na mga ganyan. Or directly selling to the government. Kailangan mo yan sa nutrition. Malnutrition is at its worst. Okay. So let's buy yung mga natin, pagkain natin na makakapag-improve ng nutritional status ng mga pregnant women, ng toddlers, ng school children, ng elderly, ng you know, then may bibili, may kakain. Then you reduce poverty. So magkano yan? 1 trillion in an economy, hindi masyado yun. Okay, sa 1 trillion, yung sabihin mo, mga 200 to 300 million will be provided by the subsidy. Yun ang subsidy nila. But when you put that subsidy scattered all around the country, that is prone to corruption. But when you are able to bring that subsidy to the bank and let the bank deliver it, just like when I was doing it, when I was Vice President of Land Bank, then immediately my exposure is only 70%. So, di ba? Assuming na you talk of about 1 trillion portfolio. Pinagbigay ang gobyerno ng 200 na direct subsidy, 70%. And out of that, I can still go to Philippine Guarantee Corporation, Crop Insurance Corporation, and I can focus on technology, on market, forward markets, and then we can do it. But I need a functioning organization on the ground. On the ground.
Okay.
So to receive this delivery system, these products and services and technology that will be received by the farmers, and we will move now to what we call under the APMA law, Agriculture Fishery Modernization Act, you have what you call strategic agriculture and fishery development zones. They have not implemented it. So that is area-based. Meaning now, I now go to an area that exhibit distinctive, comparative, and competitive advantage in the growing of certain crops with established market, organized market, which we have to do. I was handling, for example, 30,000 kabans of rice, no? Nung una, 50,000 kabans of rice. Delivered it to GO47 companies, yung mga government-owned and controlled corporation. So I was handling about 90,000 tons of palay every month because I need 3 months 2 months buffer supply, and I was buying farmers produce at support price or even higher if the price is higher than support. So I didn't have collection problem. I put no collection problem payment from the corporation, and I don't have collection problem because I am now being paid by the farmer through their delivery of palay to me, and after that I just give them the loan because I get the collection through the market. So I was also the buyer of
You're buying it on a higher price.
A higher price. Yes, of course. And the farmers, importantly, the farmers are able to borrow again, and wala siyang outstanding loans except when he is hit by calamity. Yun. Pero doon, may insurance, which was still very very low performing during our time. So, hindi naman din magbago masyado. At the same time, yung guarantee naman the bank na makakuha ko liquidity through the Phil Guarantee Corporation. So, makakarilong.
So, ayaw nyo, sir, yung pautay-utay na bigay ng mga seeds, na mga
Wala.
utay-utay na fertilizer.
Na-unsynchronized. Wala yan.
Available na po ang Agribusiness merch sa Shopee. Ang link nasa description box. Agribusiness, how it works. Instruct, inspire, succeed.